They building the house for you, you don't even know it. They paint the color of the wall, just the same color you want.
I believe that.
Just don't even know it. Somebody washing your car right now while you're in church. You just ain't bought it yet.
Yeah.
Somebody doing it. Somebody at Mercedes right now creating the new 2017 for you. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
This is just for now. God is doing something in your life, man.
That's right.
Don't let what you see now and don't let what you hear now to affect what you believe for your tomorrow. Amen. Yeah, man. I want you to believe God for it. Now you say, well, now, if I'm faithful to God, why would God strip me of wealth and finances? Because see, that's what's going on with Job, because they're preaching it to him.
Yeah.
They said, Job, if you love God, you would have prosperity in your life. Don't you get caught up in that now. Don't get caught up in that one now. See, God is not caught up in things. He's caught up in your soul.
Yeah.
See, God really doesn't care what kind of car you drive. He really does not care the label that's in your shirt. And he does not care how many cars can fill your garage. All he cares about, do you have a seat for him in the throne room of your heart? And so he will allow certain things to happen in your life so that he can clean out his room in your heart. And if the Yamaha, if the label in your shirt, if that car you want to drive, if you got to park it in his room, I guarantee you he's not going to let you keep it. And so when we ask for these things, the place we desire to park it is where he wants to sit. And then we wonder why God won't give it to us. Because he cares more for your heart, more for your soul, more for who you are than what kind of clothes you wear.
Yeah.
I heard Master P. Y'all remember him? Y'all from New Iberia. Y'all know him. So this rapper, man, you ever heard of Master P? Say, You remember that? All right, so this particular rapper, Curtis, do you know Master P, brother? I'm going to teach you about Master P. So, Master P was broke. How about that one? He didn't have that much money now. And he was broke. And I think he came into $15,000 from somebody. And he started selling CDs out of his trunk. Now, you know, somebody like me could have gave my opinion. Boy, that ain't going to work. You selling little CDs out your trunk at the Walmart, the Family Dollar, the gas station. You know. But man, when a man pursues a single thing and keeps going after that single thing, you'll be amazed at what happened. And so anyway, this particular individual had a thought in his mind, Curtis, that he could make it big in this music industry. And so he went in this music industry, started selling out of his trunk, and then he got to the point he could open up shows for people and stuff. Like, still a little dude though, nobody special. And then something looked like it just changed in the atmosphere. And this guy went from a few $100 to a few $1,000 to a few $1 million to a few $100 million. But in this story, the point I wanted to make, he talked about success and what success looks like. He said, so he thought that you had to have on the right watch, you had to have on the right thick gold chain, and you had to have the right car and the right house. And in one video, he said, this room here, just this room alone, it costs $3 million. $3 million. He said he went to New York. And he saw this guy named Donald Trump. You know Donald Trump? And he said on his songs, and to people he knew, he would say, that's my watch. Those are my clothes. That's my clothing line. That's my house. That's my car. And then he would have to repeat the cycle again. That's my other watch. Those are my other shoes. Those are my other cars. That's my other house. He said, but then he heard this guy Donald Trump say, that's my building. That's my bank. That's my hotel. And I got a golf course over there.
That's right.
He said, now wait a minute. I think I got success messed up. Yeah. Success is not the outward adornment of things. That's not success. True success is influence in the earth realm.
All right.
That's why he signed it Trump. So he take a no-name facility and he called it Trump. If we change the name to Red Dot Cuisine and we call it Trump Cuisine, man, they gonna flood in here, I guarantee you. Now, the lawyer's gonna come the next day too, but I'm just saying they gonna come. And so what is success? Job was listening to individuals who told him success was about things. Success was about trappings. Success was about jewelry. That is not success. That is not what success is about. And that's not what prosperity is about. True prosperity is having enough for your journey. True prosperity is having more than enough to complete the assignment that God has given you on earth. That's what it is. More than enough to do what he told you to do. More than enough to provide for your household. The ability to not only fill your cup, but have a little bit running over to be a blessing to somebody else. And so, I guess I'm going to have to end this in a minute. But then I thought, I shall die in my nest, and I shall multiply my days as the same. So we see a man with irrational thoughts. Let me help you. One more thing. I'll stop when the kids come back. Do not prophesy. Do not forecast your future. Let God do that. Because normally, we have been so damaged by society. When we forecast our future, we make a mistake and we take the past and we speed it forward. And so we only see what we've already experienced. Sometimes I counsel individuals that have a history of drugs and alcohol and high-risk situations and urges and cravings. And I ask them, do they have a craving? And a lot of times they don't. Guess what they'll give me? They give me the memory of a craving. I said, you had a craving? I said, what was it? And I asked them for the details, and they can't give me any details. Because they expect it to be like it has always been. So then I role play with them. I said, okay, you have just used again. What do you do? They said, well, then I go use some more. Then what do you do? And everything they do is what they've already experienced, they've already done. And we don't understand that we have the power to make new what? New choices, new decisions, going new behaviors, going new ways. So we have to forget about yesterday. And when we see the future, we have to see the future in God's eyes. Over there in Jeremiah 29:11, God says, you have a future. You have a future, and it is bright. It is successful, but it's something like you've never seen before. All right. Over there in 1 Corinthians, it says, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor has it entered into the mind of a man what God has in store for him. And you put that with Jeremiah 29:11, he says, I have a bright future for you. I'm going to give you a hope. But it's nothing like what you've seen in the past. But when we prophesy, we take the past, we take what people put in our ears, we take the stereotypes that people clothe us in, and then that's how we see ourselves going forward. And so we forecast, we prophesy, and we do something that's called awfulizing. We always see the negative possibility. And we have an inability to see the positive possibility. You don't know what's going to happen anyway, so why not potentially say it's going to be positive? Because you have no way of factually saying how next Wednesday is going to turn out. You do not know that. You may not even be here next Wednesday. So why not be wealthy next Wednesday instead of broke next Wednesday? You don't know what's going to happen anyway. Why not be healthy next Wednesday instead of sick next Wednesday? Why not enjoy going to work next Wednesday instead of, oh man, I got to go back again next Wednesday? Let's see the future in a new way, a bright way, and so God can open up destiny in your life. Let's get rid of the negative forces that are around us, those negative people that are around us, The kids are back. I said I'd stop. My roots spread out to the waters. You get time, look at Jeremiah 17:8. With the dew all night on my branches. You get home, look at Hosea 14:5. My glory fresh with me, and my bow ever new in my mind. Look at 1 Peter 4:12. I'm going to end on this note. Job said it's not going to end good. Job said he's going to live a short life. He's not going to live a long time based on what was going on in his life at the present time. Life is over as I know it. And I'm going to die with a bad name. I'm going to die without friends. I'm going to die without success. I'm going to die without leaving an inheritance to my children. I'm not even going to have any children to leave an inheritance to. I'm going to die sick in my body. Some of the dreams I had, they will never be fulfilled. And I guess I'll never see God. What a pessimistic viewpoint. I guess Job said, tonight is the night, y'all. I'm ready to go home. But the funny thing about the story, that's not how it ended. When you go over there to Job 42, God gave him double everything he lost. God gave him double the children. God gave him double the assets. God increased his household. God doubly blessed his name. Because now here's the man who's gone through the fire and come out of the fire. So God has really elevated his name and his prestige in his community. He has a healthy relationship with his wife. And what about those old 3 no good friends? God said, now I'm going to whoop you real good. He said, but if you don't want me to whoop you real good, go ask Job to tell me to forgive you. He said, go ask Job if you want me to forgive you. So those 3 no good friends had to go to Job and say, Job, please, 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 we sorry. We said the wrong things about you. And Job said, paraphrasing, hey, it's all right. I've already made peace with God. You're good. And so God showed the power of Job in his life. Now, in some verses over there, when it says that he thought his days would be like the sand, in some translation, it says he thought his days would be like the phoenix. And I don't know how much you know about